certainly the number of G15 women candidates seems to be a far cry from the 30% target of female political representation that we've long been talking about. Now, taking a closer look into that, as well as the viability of the contenders in Sepang, we have with us Associate Professor Dr. Ummu Atiyah Ahmad Zakwan, a senior lecturer at University Utara Malaysia. Now, Prof, thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Farhana. How are you?
Good. Now, Prof, as mentioned earlier, there are only 127 female candidates this time around. What do you make of this number? Do you think, parties have yet again failed to field more women candidates as promised?
Yeah. So basically, the number that we saw in this election, PRU 15, of course, is not so. We are not happy with the numbers. Because we are expecting the number to accelerate because of the call, because of our country development. So we are expecting more numbers actually. And then in fact, the several main political parties also have pledged to nominate more women actually in the coming PRU. But then, yeah, this is the reality, Farhana. The number that we see is very low, 137 as mentioned.
Let's break down a little bit the female candidates here. We also see women candidates being fielded against other women or placed in seats with low chances of winning. What do you make of this? Why is the case? Why is this the case when we're trying to field and achieve a 30% target here?
All right. We see that they file women against women, and they also file women in the, we can say, unwinnable seat lah. We can say that. So why? How can we understand that? I think we do not know actually what in the mind of the political party. They know best the answer. Yeah. So, but what we can do is we can observe from outside. And I think if you wanted to understand their behavior, one point that we can extract is actually their position towards gender equality policies. I noticed a political party or coalition which subscribe to gender equality. Well, they make it very visible in their party constitution. So you can see that particular party fielded more women, and then fielded at a very winnable seat and at their stronghold. So evidently, in the preliminary analysis, I found that coalition, PH coalition, especially from DAP and PKR, they have nominated their women in their stronghold, in their safe seat. And they have maintained their incumbents, most of the incumbents. And then, evidently, so these two political parties actually have embedded gender equality policy into their party constitution. So I think, yeah, one way to explain why some political parties file more women in the winnable seat is because their position towards gender equality policy. However, if you look into their another component in the coalition, which is Amanah, it is not so convincing, because they fielded their women at most very challenging seats. Maybe because this is the first time that they nominated their women in the parliamentary seat. So this is a new experience to the party. So I think, so women are being fielded at the very challenging seat. At the same time, we also can see in other coalition, like PN, we also see the same pattern where women are fielded at the very challenging seat as well. I can see two from PN, from past, that who can be winnable candidates, Mumtaz and Zaila. And I also see from Bersatu, Mas Emirati is in her safe seat. So from PN is like one or two or three. So we are looking at Rina seat as well. So and then we also see BN. We are hoping BN to have women in the Dewan Rakyat soon, mainly from UMNO, from UMNO party, because I see that MCA have fielded all her women in a very difficult seat. I'm surprised to see that they are placed at the seat which the opponent won majority and overwhelming majority over like 20,000, 30,000. So it is very unlikely MCA women will be winning the seat. But again, saying that, I'm not going to be very pessimistic.
Yeah.
We still have this election, and then we still have a vote of young voters.
So counter it as well.
Yeah.
Yes, Prof.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you said just now, it definitely involves parties being committed in the agenda to fill more women candidates as well. Thank you, Prof, for your insights on this.